Yeah, got a show for y'all.
Got a
Damn good show.
All right, so this is crazy story. This woman was taken home uh, by a Lyft driver. She was out drinking with her girlfriends.
And the girlfriends let her go home all by herself in a lift?
Yeah, they even
And
got
she's
the
drunk?
and they got the Lyft for her.
She's got some bad taste in friends.
Yeah, but watch.
I mean, she don't really have bad taste in friends. But the friends, I could see they was trying to help her out, but you don't never know who she getting in the car with. Y'all gotta at least go to the car, check him out, take pictures, something. I don't know.
What this Lyft driver does.
But before we get to today's video, don't forget we got a new giveaway. Jeep Rubicon, Cat Apple Red. All you got to do to enter is just support your two favorite black.
I entered they last two contests. Bought t-shirts, bought everything. Still gonna put in. That's crazy.
Guys at officialhorsestwins.com. Anything you buy, get you automatically in it to win.
Yeah, check this out. I mean, women know better than this.
Yeah, you're vulnerable. You're weaker than men. You got to be.
And men, yeah,
You got to think. You like staggering. You drunk all by yourself.
Watching this back,
That was gross.
but without it, Lauren Christensen
It's like she don't live with somebody or something. Like she didn't call nobody to tell she made it home. She ain't, somebody need to be checking up on her.
wouldn't have known.
I was embarrassed. I thought, oh,
Listen up. If you've been injured in a recent car accident, what you do next can make or break how much money you get. Here's the biggest mistake
I shouldn't have gotten that drunk. It was my fault.
After a night out with coworkers in April of 2022, her friend called her a lift home because she was too drunk to drive. She wouldn't see this until the next morning. We've blurred his face because he has not been arrested. The man
why blur his face?
I wonder what made her look at that camera. Like, was she so drunk that she was like, I want to know how I made it home? Or did she feel like the Uber driver did something to her?
Mm-hmm. Man, that's crazy what he's doing, but I guess he's going off by her body, from her
Body language?
yeah body language.
What she wants to get it?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I wasn't there, but what he's doing is inappropriate because she's a stranger and she's drunk. But I don't know.
What he's doing is inappropriate either way it go. If she drunk, like, leave it alone. If she can say that she been drinking, if she say she under any substance, leave it alone. Because if she just wake up the next morning and just decide that you did something to her that she didn't want, you done. You cooked. Dog.
Their interaction before they came up to the door,
Yeah. Well, he ain't been drinking. This dude is lucid.
and who drove her home, groping her chest as he walks her to the front door.
Because I kept asking him, who do you drive, like, who do you work for? And he was just so adamant that he worked for himself. And
Yeah.
then when he finally did say Lyft, it was aggressively and, like, out of frustration. Like, shut up.
Lift, yes.
He
Wait a minute, I thought you didn't remember none of this happened. Hold on, I'm gonna start this over.
Mhm.
She doesn't remember anything happened. The only reason why she knows what happened that night is because of the video now.
Right.
But then in the interview, she's talking about.
Yeah.
Hold on,
She remembered.
Yeah, that she remembers. Let me.
That's like hindsight. The only reason why you remember because you saw it on video.
Yeah, let's see this again. Let's start it over.
Yes. Where is?
Watching this back,
That was gross.
but without it, Lauren Christensen wouldn't have known.
I was embarrassed. I thought, oh, I shouldn't have gotten that drunk. It was my
didn't know.
fault.
After a night out with coworkers in April of 2022, her friend called her a lift home because she was too drunk to drive. She wouldn't see this until the next morning. We've blurred his face because he has not been arrested. The man who drove her home, groping her chest as he walks her to the front door.
Because I kept asking him, who do you drive, like, who do you work for? And he was just so adamant that he worked for himself. And then when he finally did say Lyft, it was aggressively and, like, out of frustration.
Maybe she just saw it in the video when she saw it afterwards.
Mhm.
That's probably what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
Lift, yes.
That's
He-
aggressive. That's aggressive. Lift.
That dude's an immigrant. Oh, and
No doubt.
that dude's an immigrant, and I'm not talking through our southern border. I'm talking about from a totally different continent.
Yeah.
In my house? I can't imagine.
A neighbor came out that night to check on Christensen. She says he would eventually tell that man he should leave.
Oh my God, I'm so lucky. Thank God for my neighbor.
You must be real close with your neighbors. Your neighbor just walking, and he just happened to come right there, or did you tell him you was going out? Like your neighbor showed up clutch.
Could be dead.
The
Could be dead.
I don't think your life was in danger, but he was definitely going to take advantage of you.
next day, she filed a police report and also had the incident reported to Lyft, asking for the driver.
Nah, you never know with some people. You know, she could have ended up dead. He could have called some people up, come to her house, and they could have done whatever. She could have been gone.
Driver's license plate information for the report. Lyft did not give that information, but sent a link to steps to take to request data from the company, writing the matter was investigated and that the $8.69 were refunded for the ride. In a statement, Lyft told WFA,
I can't give you that information, but I'm going to refund the $8 drive.
What the-
That's kind of nuts.
as soon as the company was aware of the incident, it deactivated the driver and is ready to assist law enforcement in any investigation. Christensen's attorney, Brooke Cohen, plans to file a suit against Lyft in this case this month.
Unfortunately, it happens all the time.
Cohen's firm alone currently represents more than 100 people suing rideshare companies for.
I mean, you gotta understand, like Lyft hired these people. They're supposed to do a background check. I know some people, get through the cracks and everything. I know you can't, know what somebody's gonna do, but it does fall on you. If somebody in another field, like law enforcement, does something, they suing the city. They suing everybody. They're not just suing the officer.
Similar incidents.
What we hope to do is have cameras in all the cars where at least there's some sort of deterrent.
In Dallas, I'm Morgan Young.
So she's just like one of these attorneys. They're suing all these other celebrities. What's her name? I forget her name. She's like an ambulance chaser, and she specializes in suing Lyft drivers.
Yeah. Well, I guess you could call this. Hold on. Let me go back here. I guess you could call this. Where's the part at right here? Okay. Right there.
Mhm.
Groping.
Yes, sexual
It's probably
misconduct.
easy. Yeah.
Sexual
So
misconduct.
it's groping.
Mhm.
He's holding her up too. I think if he just lets go, she falls.
Wait a minute. That's a great point. He's holding her up right here. Where else can he hold her by her hips?
He could do this.
When they reporting the clip where they were standing side by side, and he was only holding her right arm while that guy was near the gate. She like even looked like, I think she like bent down to get something, but actually tripping.
You know he's
He
getting.
can grab by her hips.
Yeah, he can grab by hip, but
But yeah, he had to avoid the tatas.
you can't hold her up like that.
I don't know, man. The way this looks inappropriate. If he's drunk, I would probably. I don't know. He is holding her up. She is drunk.
Yeah.
But why would you? He's holding her right there.
Where's he
He
going?
can't help it.
That's the perfect place to hold her. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's easier. Now you could hold her by the waist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess too.
But she can move all over the place.
Yeah.
Right there, you can.
Yeah, but you can't do that. You can't hold her like that. That's
Yeah,
a woman.
because she's a woman.
Yeah, can't do that. That's unprofessional. This
I don't
video
know,
is
man.
what, 3 years old?
Yeah, 2022.
Yeah, because her hair's long right here, and then in the interview,
Yeah.
her hair's short. So it seems like she doesn't. This is so
I don't know.
old.
That might be a strict sexual misconduct.
Well, that's considered groping. 10 days
Well,
ago.
if he holds her by the waist from behind, he's still groping her
Yeah, he's going to hit it from
because
the
she's
back.
intoxicated.
Yeah, he's going to hit it from the back. That's where you hold it at the waist.
Yeah, it's same as what he's doing now.
You know what he should have did?
What?
Get out. I'm leaving. But that dude was feeling.
Feeling lucky.
Yeah, that dude wanted some.
Yeah, I think it's sexual misconduct. But I don't know, man. It depends on that jury if it goes to trial because he said I had to hold
this
her up
dude's getting convicted.
because he's yeah.
No, look, you can't do this to a woman. He's taking advantage of her because she's drunk.
Mm-hmm.
He might be.
I don't know. I need to see his face, his facial.
Yeah, he's probably
His face action.
Well, he's a lift driver. He's probably stupid.
Low key cooked either way it go, because it's kind of weird that you hold her like that. She asking you questions about yourself, and you live. You know, you're just on edge, and then supposedly when the other guy comes up, you tell him to leave. Why does her neighbor need to leave? If you're in it for her safety, then you should be welcoming him to, stay right there to show that you didn't do anything, that you were just trying to get her in the house. Mm.
Oh, no, I mean, lift drivers are guys. These people are brain dead. Haven't you noticed that?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like taking Uber or anything no more because these people are, I don't know.
Yeah, they drive like maniacs. too.
Yeah.
Have you ever at the airport get in a taxi? Oh my! I feel like you're in a car with a damn race car driver. I'm like, dude, can you slow down?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's, if this
he
goes to
might
court,
be just
he said, hey, I was just holding her up. Where else am I going to hold her?
right.
I didn't do anything. She went inside. The neighbor came and checking on her. I left. Nothing happened. I actually did the right thing.
Yeah.
Helped her to her door.
Yeah.
And I left. But you don't know what I'm thinking. He had ulterior motives, but
Yeah.
you don't really know because nothing happened.
I can't see his facial expressions.
Yeah, I don't even know why they're not showing his face.
I can't see his facial expression. But his facial expressions is everything. If he's like he's concerned, he's looking at her like this.
Yeah.
Like he's doing this.
Yeah.
Now, if
That makes him look guilty.
yeah, that makes him look guilty. Now, if I
Yeah, but this makes him look guilty too.
yeah, it makes him look guilty because you can't see his facial expressions.
Yeah.
Now, if you remove the sensor and his face is like this, like yeah, yeah, you want to go inside with me? He's guilty as sin.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But I can't see his face. He might just be trying to hold her up, because if he puts his hands around her
A waist
hip,
that's
it's still groping, and you hold her by the chest, it's groping.
Right.
Either way, you got your hand on a drunk woman,
Yeah.
they go
It's-
to
it's
spin it and say it's groping.
right. Yeah. Yeah. Excellent point. Excellent point. I'm telling you.
But man, you can't put yourself in a position like this. You being a woman, and men are sick. There's a bunch of sicko men out there.
I've seen it when I was in the military.
Yeah.
Can't put yourself in this situation as a woman because your safety, and men will do whatever. You can't put yourself in this situation as a man because she drunk and she can say you did anything. And anything they say you did until proven innocent.
Yeah, there's some sick dudes out there. But I'm not willing to say this dude is guilty. I can't even see his face.
Yeah, and she's dumb for putting herself in that position, and he's stupid trying to be the good guy if that's what he's trying to do.
Right. And that censor, this might be a money grab. They going after Lyft. That's why they censor his face. Because
Yes, I would say, okay, he can defend that. But if he's doing this,
yeah, he's just holding, doing all this. Get off me. Yeah. He's not like pinching her nipples, kissing on her neck or anything.
yeah, he's not.
He's just,
Yeah.
he's not coming on to
He
her.
got
I wish
two
they would have showed his face
handfuls.
because that face says everything.
Exactly. It shows intent.
Yeah.
See 2 cases of what happened.